The law allows you to represent yourself in court. It is possible if you have any matter in any Kenyan court of law, you are permitted as a litigant to represent yourself and act for yourself in the matter. But let me ask you something. If you are to undergo surgery, and maybe you watched some tutorials online on how to undertake the surgery, would you grab the scalpel and undertake the surgery on yourself? Do surgeons conduct surgery on themselves? Food for thought, even as we discuss today's legal issue, self-representation in court. See, it's not just about knowing your legal rights, just knowing that I have the right to represent myself in court. That is not enough. It's about knowing when you're too close to the fire to put it out. You should be able to assess and see, I'm too close to this matter. This matter is too personal to me. This fire is too close to me. I cannot be able to effectively put it out. You might be right. You might be the victim in that particular court matter and you feel like, I better understand how to litigate this particular matter. No one understands the facts better than I do, so I'm better placed to litigate this matter. So yes, you might be right, you might be the victim, but unfortunately you walk into court angry, emotional and reactive. Remember, opposing counsel is going to know you're not a lawyer and is going to use every rule in the legal playbook to try and get out spurts of anger from you to get you as emotional as possible so that you don't litigate your case well. If you're emotional, your judgment is clouded and you might not prosecute your case well. And suddenly you find yourself that you're the one under pressure. Emotions get over you in court, you get overwhelmed, and you find yourself in this whole emotional pressure that you're not sure how to deal with. And remember, you get only one chance in court. You have that one chance to have that particular hearing. And you are out here all emotional, all reactive, all angry. You can't even answer questions asked to you by opposing counsel in a straight manner without having bursts of anger and all that. So courtroom battles need more than just facts. They don't care that you're deeply versed with the facts. Courtroom battles need more than just facts. They're about framing. How do you frame your case? They're about timing. They're about pressure. And sometimes your own pain and emotion can betray you in the worst way possible and you end up losing a case. You could be right, but frame it or say it the wrong way because you don't have the legal skill and the legal expertise, or you're just emotionally clouded and you can't frame it properly or frame it the right way. You could still say things at the wrong time to the wrong judge and end up losing your case and finding yourself even more bitter with yourself for losing out on this case when you thought it was, straight facts and I'm going to carry the day with this particular case, but you still end up losing the case. Here's the thing, and the thing you need to know and you need to remember. The legal system is not designed to comfort you as the victim. The legal system is here to test you, and you're going to be tested and stretched to the extreme limits. Always be ready for that, assuming you want to go the route of self-representing yourself and litigating your own case. You're going to be tested in ways you might never have imagined or might have never prepared for adequately. And if you're too close to the fire, if you're too emotional, if you're too angry, if you're too reactive, you might just burn your own case. This is why even lawyers hire lawyers and step aside when a matter is too personal to them, when a matter is too close to them. It doesn't matter how good of a lawyer you are. It is always recommended, step aside, get another lawyer to represent you in the matter. It's the same reason surgeons don't undertake surgery on themselves, or they don't undertake surgery on their loved ones or their next of kin. Lawyers hire the lawyers to represent them because emotions lose cases. Sober strategy, on the other hand, wins them, and you only get sober strategy from someone who is not emotionally invested in the matter. That's why the best defense or the best move for you is not to represent yourself in your matter, but get somebody else to represent you. Distance yourself as far as possible from the emotion. Don't confuse your right to speak, your right to represent yourself in court with this very unique skill to be heard. Don't confuse your right to speak with the skill to be heard. My recommendation to you, or my opinion on all this issue of self-representation is this: get help from an experienced lawyer who is going to help you stay objective, who is going to help you stay grounded, and who is going to help you steer you back to the case when you get too emotional, when you get too angry, when you get too reactive. That's how you protect your peace, by hiring an independent legal practitioner to represent you in the matter. The court doesn't care how personal a case feels to you. It doesn't care. Nobody cares. The court only cares how persuasive the case is. Can you convince the court that your rights were truly infringed, that you deserve certain legal reliefs that you want the court to award you? Can you convince the court? Is your case persuasive enough? And again, I repeat, if you're too close to the fire, your emotions might get clouded and you might not present your case in the best way possible.